Hi, Pisces. So, oh, it won't even go together. I was shuffling and meditating, and there's this really cool song by Jack Garrett called Water that I was listening to. And there are some lyrics that say, drown me in the water, drown me in the sea. And I feel like that's how you guys are right now. Like you can't breathe. Like your heart's been broken. You can't breathe. So this is the general reading for the 16th to the 31st October. And before we even get to that time on Tuesday, Jupiter's going into Scorpio, and it'll be a time of transformation. So for the next 13 months, you guys it'll be in your house of beliefs. So you guys are really going to spiritually look inside, and sometimes the people that I know who are Pisces don't really do that. It's like they don't want to look that deep because it's scary. It's something that they don't want to believe about themselves, or they like shove it way down. Okay. Yeah. So you're feeling kind of stagnant. The Knight of Pentacles. And we have the Lovers, which is the Gemini card. And it's also like the soulmate, twin flame. It's amazing because a lot of the signs are showing the same spread every month. Or not every month, but all month. All of October. We have the Page of Pentacles. So I kind of feel like with the Page of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles, with this page, if you look at this guy, he's like worshiping this one pentacle. And then with the Knight of Pentacles, he's just kind of standing there with the same pentacle. So things have been moving really slowly with possibly job situations, or you're not really sure what's going to be of your money. So you're kind of like looking at the money that you have now and wanting it to grow, but oh my gosh, I just have this one pentacle. What am I going to do? And there's been some fighting going on with the Five of Wands. It's not like really big fighting, but it's like petty fighting. Why didn't you rinse off the dishes before you put them in the dishwasher? And with the Ace of Swords, you're like done. You want to like cut through all of this bullshit that's going on. And it looks like you're going to with the Tower. And the Tower doesn't have to be like mass destruction in your life. The Tower is like something that's very uncomfortable that happens. A moment maybe, like a fight maybe that happens. And you kind of look at it and you realize, wow, this is not for me. And then you have to do something really uncomfortable to better your options, better your life. And it's kind of like the universe saying it's time, and if you ignore this Tower, it's just going to be really big the next time it comes around. Yeah, money is a big deal right now. You're waiting for your harvest to come in. The Seven of Pentacles, you're waiting for your harvest to come in. And this could be your harvest in a relationship. I've been working really, really hard on this, but it's stagnant. I'm not seeing much out of it. It could be a job. It's like you work your ass off for this job and nothing's coming of it. And the Chariot. This is Cancer. This is moving on. And it's like you guys want to do it right now, but again, you're stagnant. It's like, when is this moving on going to happen? I'm not feeling it right now. I think that with all of the energies that are going on, that this is coming. This is coming up. And energy is fluid. This, you could have already moved on before this time. I mean, this is October 8th that I'm doing this. You could have moved on already. And your tower could have fallen. And now you are coming into a new era of your life. And we have Justice. So sure, you get the Tower, you get the Chariot, and then you feel a little balanced. We are in Libra season right now until the 22nd, Scorpio season. And Jupiter is a planet of expansion. So whatever sign it goes into, it elevates the magic, is what I call it, of that sign. Scorpio is the card, oh my God. It is the card of death and transformation in tarot. But it's also it's the sign of death and transformation. And rebirth, renewal. And you guys are coming up in a time that will happen, and there's, another fast moving card. It's the 8 of Wands, messages, things coming in, you actually moving or moving on. Traveling, could be traveling with the Chariot and the 8 of Wands, could be traveling to find yourself, and again, moving on, the 2 of Wands. This guy has the whole world in his hand. He's already made the choice of what he wants to do. He has his hand on one wand. But he hasn't moved yet. It's not the 3 of Wands. He's just looking. He's ready. But he's still standing still. This is you guys. This is what you want. So when we feel battered and bruised, when we feel we've been taken advantage of. I'm an earth sign, and I have like 3 placements of water in my chart. It's very interesting. I have equal amounts of earth and air, 5 placements each, and then I have equal amounts of fire and water, 3 placements each. And so the balance that I have is a little off kilter, but it's very smooth the way it goes. So in my daily life, when I'm not channeling the energy of somebody, I don't get it. I don't know what you guys go through every day. But just sitting here in your energy, I want to break down and have a moment. And lose it and be and scream into the air and be like, why is this happening to me? I don't understand. And it's almost like it's not one of those really big, huge, gigantic moments in your life, but you're just sick of it happening over and over and over again. Oh my God, this is happening to me. I actually had that moment last year. Why is this happening to me again? Why do I deserve this? And the universe said, your tower had to fall again because it's been falling for 20 years and you weren't listening. So this time, my higher self said, I'm kicking you in the ass and we're going, whether you like it or not. It's time. You weren't listening. Here we go. And I was a hermit all summer this year. Dark night of the soul came along, kicked me in my ass. And come beginning of September, it was like a light switch. So I really feel like that you guys are in a moment right now. Either you're in the dark night of the soul and you're just ready to go. You're like, I'm tired of crying. I'm tired of feeling sorry for myself. I'm tired of having my heart broken. I'm tired of my tower falling over and over and over again. Was this an air sign? Air signs are really, really hard on Pisces. If it's not an air sign, it's somebody that acts like one, somebody who's very, very smart, or they have air in their chart. Doesn't have to be a man, could be a woman. Sometimes people take advantage of those who have the deepest feelings, who have the moments in their life where they feel weaker, and a narcissist will come in and look at somebody who's very empathic and be like, I'm so taking advantage of you because this is going to be easy, piece of cake. But judgment, justice in the judgment. And judgment isn't always bad. It can be judgment, karma coming around for other people where they have to learn their lesson. But sometimes judgment comes around and the universe is saying, you deserved this good stuff happening to you. You deserved us bringing that tower in, making it fall so we can provide you with better opportunities, better messages, a better life. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas here. And so if there is an air sign who is in your life or someone who acts like one, and they came in and you fought and you fought and you fought and you fought and you feel like you're not going anywhere and you feel like you're stuck in a situation of, what do? I don't have enough money to get out of this. Could be at work, could be in a friendship, could be in your family, be living with your parents and they're like kicking your butt. And so the tower comes along. It's a very uncomfortable moment. Dark night of the soul. We start learning things about ourselves. We're ready to move. Why am I just sitting here then? I have to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Sorry, that's so rude. I should have done it before. We all have those moments. Screw up. I can't admit that. So it's very hard for me to admit that, the imperfections. You're supposed to be perfect. I've never been number one in my life. I never needed to be. Hard for me to admit that too. I was always like one step behind, but, I didn't want to. It was too much to handle. I didn't want to be so important to somebody or something and then fail miserably. That was my perfection coming out. I'm going to do just enough. And I did a lot. So you guys have been doing a lot. And you've been fighting it. You've been fighting this moment. And when somebody cuts you down, it's like you guys are going to come into this time of, you're going to feel that power inside and be like, no more. No more. No more. I'm cutting the bullshit out. I have bigger and better things. So you're looking at your options. Okay. All right. Now we have a Queen of Wands. All right. We have the High Priestess. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Seven of Cups. So once the Tower comes along, you're ready to get on that chariot. You're ready for justice. You've been talking about it. You may have been communicating about it, but not a lot. It's almost like you're just listening to what's going on. You're actively listening, but keeping your mouth shut. But I kind of feel like you might be taking on a little bit of fire coming up. And it might be that you have realized, I don't need this, because we have a lot of fire here. Yeah, you're sitting right now like the high priestess. You're listening to your intuition. You're waiting for that one moment, that last cutting word, and you're out. You don't need this. Whoop. Aha, the cards flipped out. Man, you guys are being really hard on yourselves. The Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords, you know, you're comfortably stuck. That's how I see that card. You're in denial. You're blindfolded. And you're juggling your options. The cool thing about the Two of Pentacles, this guy's looking at one of the Pentacles, so he's made a choice. Just like this guy here with the Two of Wands, he's made a choice. And you're waiting. So what are we going to do? Is it too good to be true to move on? Because the universe is saying the Wheel of Fortune is here. Karma. 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 We got some karma happening. I mean, it's time. No more sitting. No more waiting. October is going to be a big deal. The second half of October. And you're still guarding yourself. This could be healing. You know, you could have just gone through a really big operation. Or you're just, you know, sitting in yourself. You know, there's no, if you sit and meditate. If you sit there and just kind of think about what you want to do, it's not going to push you along. You have to make that effort. You have to be the Queen of Wands and be independent. And if it's a little chaotic in your life, maybe it needs to be to get you to move. It's not, meditation is not going to help you if you don't act on what your higher self is telling you, what your intuition is telling you. And bring your options in a little bit. Don't look at them too far out. Instead of 7 options, pick a couple. Yeah, you guys are, I mean, this year, there's going to be a very spiritual aspect. I mean, we have a lot of spiritual stuff here. And karma. Karma, karma, spiritual. And you guys won't, it takes a lot for Pisces to boom, explode. Unless you have a lot of fire in your chart, you know, with your Pisces. It takes a lot for, I mean, if like there's a narcissist that comes along and they push and they push and they push and they push and you take it and they hurt you and then you explode. So yeah, you are fighting in a very, you know, small way, but you're gonna explode like lightning striking on a tower, you know? Don't let an air sign do that to you, push you around, or somebody who's acting like it. Cutting words. But man, you guys are ready to go. You're ready to go. I'm interested to see how the beginning of November is going to look like for you. Because I don't feel like this is the soulmate card. I feel like this might be a Gemini. Because we have air here. We have this air sign that, you know, said something to you and you were like, done. Sometimes the Wheel of Fortune will say, yep, karma's coming and it's your time. But it's like when you were a little kid and it was September and you couldn't wait for Christmas and you're like already making your list and you're like, oh my God, Christmas is so far away. When in reality, it's like 4 months away. You know, you can't look at it like you want to like get going. But the universe has something for you. And they're going to knock your life around a little bit. And it might be a little uncomfortable. But it's coming. So let's just slow down. I know you don't want to sit because I feel like you guys are feeling a little fiery. It's coming, right? Okay, I will see you guys for the October love reading. Thanks for subscribing, share, comment. I like the comments. I love them. I read every single one of them. I can't reply to every one of them. Otherwise, I'd be like sitting here on my phone all day. And I can't do that. So, you know, have a great October and just, you know, keep going, man. Keep going. You guys have strength inside of you. So I will see you soon. Bye.